Hi there folks, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping safe and well, and I'd like to thank you for joining me on this video. If you're familiar to the channel, and seen the previous video to this one, myself and Claire were out for a bimble along this riverbank, following this riverbank, and whilst we were out on that walk we collected a couple wild edibles, and one of those wild edibles was something called ground elder. So I thought I'd show you ground elder, and we'll have to take a look at it and have a look at it and what we can use it for. I mean, one of the reason it gets its name is because it looks so similar to the elder tree. If we take a look at there, the way the leaves are, and the way the structure of the leaves are, the shape of the leaf, and the way the leaf it has is toothed, like a serrated along its edge. It's very similar. If you're familiar with the elder tree, it's very similar indeed to that. If we take a look at the stalk, we can see the stalk is quite hollowish, and it's got like a U-shaped groove. Ground elder is an umbellifer, a part of the carrot family, so it's a close relative to things like cow parsley, hogweed, sweet cicely, pig nuts, and things like giant hogweed. We can generally find it between the months of March and October along riverbanks like this, and it's quite an invasive plant, believed to have been brought over to the UK by the Romans as a source of food. And as I say, it's a source of food. It tastes very, very much like parsley, but with a little bit more tang, a lot more kick, a bit more flavour. So it makes a great pot herb. We can simply take a bunch of it, put it together, and we can put it in our campfire stew or soup. We can also take it, I mean at the moment it's starting to get a little bit later in the season, but earlier in the season, let's see if we can find something a little bit younger. Earlier in the season, these leaves are like a bright, really vibrant, glossy green, and we can take them and simply add them to salads and things like that. But as it's starting to mature, as the plants start to mature, it's best to use as a vegetable, so we can simply gather some, steam it, use it as a vegetable, serve it with things like fish, or we can saute it in butter, let it wilt down a little bit and use it like that. But later in the year, later in the season, it develops white umbels of flowers like most umbellifers do, and once we reach that stage it's probably best to avoid using it for most culinary purposes, because it can have some laxative effect. It's laxative qualities. It's a diuretic, and it can be quite sedative. So the last thing you want to be doing is using this stuff, having a good kip because it's a sedative, and wake up to a right mess. It has some medicinal uses also, and its old name is called Gout Weed because it's said to help with things like gout, and it was traditionally used by abbots and monks and stuff because of their rich diet. They used it in the past to relieve with, to help with gout. And as I say, it does have some medicinal properties. It has some inflammatory qualities to it, and it helps with things like rheumatism, arthritis. If we simply collect it, make an infusion, like a tea, drink that, and it's said to help with things like rheumatism, arthritis, and sciatica. Sciatica. It's supposed to be really good for sciatica. So if we make an infusion with that, drink it, and said to help with that. Another way we can use it is if we gather a load, put it into boil, then take it and apply it to the hip. If you suffer with sciatica, that's said to help with that. But yeah, pretty useful plant. Another good thing it's good for, if you take it and you've been bit on a walk, simply crush it up, bruise it up like so, and apply it to your bite or a sting. And it's supposed to be good for burns as well. So pretty useful plant really. Yeah, apply it like so, and it's helped to relieve things like for wounds, grazes, bites, stings, that sort of thing. But yeah, pretty useful plant. But our next video will be showing what we use it in the kitchen, how we used it in the kitchen. So stick around and watch that one when we get that one uploaded. Just like to say thank you very much for joining me. I just want to keep this video quite short. I hope you found that informative and interesting, and I hope it helps. Let's take another little look. It helps you with your journey into foraging and plant identification. So let's have a little look at that. Remember, it looks like similar to the elder tree. The stem's got a groove and it does flower. I've not seen any flowers yet, so I think in this area it's still a little bit early to for it to flower. But remember, umbels are flowers, white umbels are flowers. It's part of the carrot family, so it's closely related to those some of those that aren't so good for us. But yeah, right, I'm going to leave the video there, and I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining me. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, and take care.